So we are now going to discuss French verbs that take a preposition. And to show you what a preposition is, I'm going to read this short text to you where Monsieur Legendre explains his daily life at work. Je suis enseignant de géographie, de français et de mathématiques. Mes étudiants s'intéressent à la langue française et je passe beaucoup de temps à enseigner les règles de grammaire. So you have two prepositions here, same one, à. J'encourage mes étudiants à parler en classe pour améliorer leur français. J'aime beaucoup mes étudiants et j'essaie de les aider le plus possible. So, another time, à and another preposition, de. So these two prepositions, à and de, are the most common ones that we find in French. As I'm telling you here, in French, some verbs are followed by the preposition à and some are followed by the preposition de. So the preposition comes after the verb. One thing to remember is that there is no English equivalent for these verbs. So you need to memorize them to know which ones take à and which ones take de. So the more you learn French, the more you study, the more you will learn. You will have a better knowledge of those verbs. But there are no specific rules to know which verbs will take à and which ones will take de. You need to know them. You need to learn them. So before I show to you some of these verbs, I want to give you some information regarding the prepositions. So a verb with a preposition can be followed by a noun. So here is the example. Mes étudiants s'intéressent à la langue. So you have the verb s'intéresser here, the preposition, and the noun langue, language. So that's one possibility. A verb with a preposition can also be followed by a verb at the infinitive. J'encourage mes étudiants à parler. Encourage, the verb, à, the preposition, and parler, to speak, to talk, the verb, at the infinitive. So these are the two most common structures that you can find when you have a verb with a preposition. Now, here are some common verbs that take a preposition. Obviously, this is not a complete list. There are many more. So I encourage you to learn more than just the ones here. But these ones are very common ones that you need to know. Okay? To think about someone or something, penser à quelqu'un or quelque chose. This is short for quelqu'un. This is short for quelque chose. To be interested in someone or in something, s'intéresser à quelqu'un, quelque chose. To spend time doing something, passer du temps à faire quelque chose. To believe in something, croire à quelque chose. To be afraid of someone or something, avoir peur de quelqu'un ou quelque chose. To want something, avoir envie de quelque chose. To talk about someone or something, parler de quelqu'un ou de quelque chose. To try to do something, essayer de faire quelque chose. And two more. To call someone, téléphoner à quelqu'un. To talk to someone, parler à quelqu'un. So again, very common verbs with a preposition, so important to know them. Another thing I want to mention, and it is something you are already familiar with, it's contractions. We've seen contractions before. The contractions happen also when you use verbs with a preposition. Okay? And this happens when the preposition à is followed by the definite articles le or les. And you will need to make some spelling changes, so you know these already. So I'm not going to spend too much time on these. But je parle aux parents de mes étudiants. Aux is the contraction of à and les, because it's not, again, grammatically correct to have these. And of course, the same thing happens with the preposition de when it is followed by either le or les. De plus le becomes du, de plus les becomes des. Je parle du livre que je lis. I am talking about the book that I am reading. So, du is the contraction of de and le. So make sure that you are familiar with contractions. We've seen them before. Make sure that you rewatch this video along with all the other videos for this course, that you answer the practice questions and do the readings. This will really help you get a better understanding of French grammar, but also of the vocabulary that we are covering in this course.